In a glittering city filled with towering skyscrapers and endless opportunities, billionaire Min decided to host an extravagant party for his closest friends. The venue was lavishly decorated, with shimmering chandeliers and tables adorned with exquisite dishes and fine wines. As the evening unfolded, laughter and camaraderie filled the air, creating an atmosphere of warmth and joy. However, amidst the celebrations, Min took a moment to address his guests. With a charismatic smile, he posed a challenge to his friends: "If everything I've built crumbles, who will stand by my side?" The room fell silent as his words hung in the air, stirring a mix of curiosity and concern. Each friend vowed to support him, promising loyalty and unwavering friendship, but deep down, Min knew that words could often be just empty promises. Months later, a severe economic downturn struck, hitting Min's fortune hard. As his wealth dwindled and his empire began to collapse, the reality of his situation became painfully clear. One by one, his friends began to distance themselves. The promises made during that festive night felt like a distant memory. Then, the day came when his closest confidant, the one he had shared countless moments with, chose to abandon him. This friend, once a pillar of support, decided to prioritize his own interests, seeking new alliances in a world where wealth and power reigned supreme. Heartbroken and disillusioned, Min was left to reflect on the true nature of friendship. In his darkest hour, he discovered that the people who truly mattered were not those who left when times got tough, but rather those who stood by him, regardless of his financial status. The experience transformed Min's perspective, teaching him that genuine friendship is invaluable and cannot be measured by wealth or success. As he slowly rebuilt his life, Min focused on nurturing the real relationships that had withstood the test of adversity. Through this journey, he learned that true friends are those who see beyond material possessions, who remain steadfast in both triumph and defeat. In the end, the battle between money and friendship revealed the profound truth that wealth may come and go, but authentic connections endure, shining brighter than any fortune. As Min began to rebuild his life, he sought solace in the friendships that had proven resilient. He reached out to those who had supported him during his hardships, gathering them for a small, intimate dinner. The atmosphere was warm and inviting, filled with genuine laughter and heartfelt conversations. It was a stark contrast to the opulence of his previous parties, but it felt richer in a way that money could never buy. During the dinner, Min shared his journey, the struggles, the betrayals, and the lessons learned. His friends listened intently, offering words of encouragement and understanding. It became clear that their bond had deepened through adversity. They discussed their dreams and aspirations, not just in terms of wealth, but in creating meaningful lives. They laughed about past memories, relishing the moments that defined their friendships. One friend, a struggling artist, spoke about the joy of pursuing passion over profit, reminding Min that success isn't solely measured by financial gain. Another, a teacher, shared how she found fulfillment in shaping young minds, emphasizing the importance of making a difference in the world. Their stories resonated with Min, reinforcing his newfound belief that true wealth lies in the connections we foster and the impact we make on others. With this renewed perspective, Min decided to use his resources not just to amass wealth but to uplift those around him. He launched initiatives to support local businesses, promote education, and provide opportunities for underprivileged youth. His friends joined him in these endeavors, united by a shared vision of creating a positive impact in their community. As they worked together, the camaraderie grew stronger. They discovered a sense of purpose that transcended financial success, forging a deeper connection through their collective efforts. Min realized that the experience had not only transformed him but had also revitalized his relationships. The bonds of friendship that had survived the trials of wealth and loss became a source of strength and inspiration. In time, the city began to change. Min's initiatives flourished, creating ripples of hope and possibility. The friendships he cherished became the foundation for a new chapter in his life, one where the focus shifted from individual success to collective well-being. Min understood that while money could buy many things, it could never buy the loyalty, trust, and love of true friends. Ultimately, the battle between money and friendship had taught him that the most valuable currency is the love and support we give and receive. As he looked around at his friends, now working side by side with him toward a common goal, he felt a profound sense of gratitude. Together, they had not only weathered the storm but had emerged stronger, united by a bond that would withstand the test of time. In this new journey, Min discovered that the richest life is one filled with genuine connections, where friendship reigns supreme over wealth. As Min and his friends continued their journey of transformation, they organized community events that brought people together, fostering a spirit of unity and collaboration. They held workshops, art exhibitions, and mentorship programs, allowing locals to showcase their talents and share their stories. Min found immense joy in seeing the smiles on people's faces, knowing that their efforts were making a difference. One particular event stood out, a community festival celebrating local culture and creativity. Min and his friends worked tirelessly to bring it to life, inviting artists, musicians, and vendors to participate. The festival became a vibrant tapestry of colors, sounds, and flavors, drawing in crowds from all walks of life. Min watched as families came together, children laughed, and friendships blossomed amidst the festivities. During the festival, Min took a moment to step back and reflect on how far he had come. The lavish lifestyle he once led felt distant, replaced by a sense of fulfillment that wealth had never brought him. He realized that the true essence of life lay in these shared moments, the laughter, the connections, and the sense of belonging. It was a stark contrast to the solitude he had often felt when surrounded by luxury. As the festival came to a close, Min gathered his friends for a toast. He raised his glass high and spoke from the heart. This is what true wealth looks like, being surrounded by people who uplift each other, who stand together through thick and thin. We may have faced challenges, but it's those challenges that have brought us closer. I'm grateful for each of you and for the journey we've shared. Tears of joy filled the eyes of his friends as they clinked glasses, echoing Min's sentiments. They recognized that their bond had not only survived the trials of wealth but had flourished in the face of adversity. They had built a community rooted in love and support, where each person mattered, and their contributions were valued. Inspired by this newfound purpose, Min decided to expand his initiatives further. He partnered with local schools to create scholarship programs, ensuring that talented youth had access to education, regardless of their financial background. He also established a fund to support aspiring entrepreneurs, offering mentorship and resources to help them succeed. As these projects took shape, Min found himself immersed in a world where passion and purpose intertwined. He spent less time in boardrooms and more time engaging with the community, discovering the stories of those around him. Each interaction deepened his understanding of the human experience, teaching him about resilience, hope, and the transformative power of friendship. With each passing day, the community began to thrive. New businesses emerged, inspired by the support they received, and the arts flourished as local talents gained recognition. Min's efforts, combined with the dedication of his friends, created a ripple effect that uplifted not just individuals but the entire community. Through it all, Min never forgot the lessons he had learned during his darkest times. He made it a point to remain humble, always remembering the importance of connection and compassion. He understood that life's greatest riches were not found in material possessions but in the relationships he nurtured and the lives he touched. As the years rolled on, Min's story became one of resilience and hope, a testament to the enduring power of friendship in the face of adversity. He had fought the battle between money and friendship and emerged victorious, finding a balance that brought him both joy and fulfillment. Surrounded by friends who had stood by him, he felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey they had embarked on together. In the end, Min had not only rebuilt his life, he had reshaped his entire perspective on what it meant to truly succeed. His legacy became one of love, support, and unwavering friendship, an inspiration for future generations to prioritize connection over currency, proving that when we choose to lift each other up, we create a world rich in possibilities. As Min's initiatives flourished, the ripple effect of their impact became undeniable. Local businesses thrived, schools saw increased enrollment, and a sense of community pride blossomed. Min's passion for social change drew attention beyond the city limits, attracting the interest of philanthropists and organizations eager to partner with him. He found himself at the helm of a movement that emphasized the importance of community and collaboration over individual gain. With his friends by his side, Min organized a series of summits to share their experiences and strategies for community development. They invited leaders from other cities to learn from their model, fostering a network of like-minded individuals committed to social change. Each summit was an opportunity for storytelling, with participants sharing their successes and challenges. Min was deeply moved by the diverse perspectives and the common threads that wove their narratives together. Amidst this growing influence, Min faced challenges that tested his resolve. Not everyone was supportive of the changes he was advocating. Some wealthy individuals in the city viewed his philanthropic efforts as a threat to their status quo, worried that his actions would inspire others to prioritize community welfare over profit. There were whispers and criticism, questioning his motives and suggesting that he was merely attempting to redeem himself after his fall from grace. Instead of allowing these doubts to deter him, Min doubled down on his mission. He began to share his story more openly, detailing his rise to wealth, his subsequent loss, and the invaluable lessons he had learned about the importance of true friendship and community. His vulnerability resonated with many, and slowly, perceptions began to shift. People started to see him not just as a TI-PO but as a catalyst for positive change, someone who genuinely cared about the well-being of others. During one pivotal summit, Min invited his former confidant, the one who had abandoned him during his financial struggles, to speak. This decision was met with mixed reactions, but Min believed in the power of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. As his former friend took the stage, he shared his perspective on the choices he had made and the regret that lingered. He acknowledged the pain he had caused Min and expressed admiration for the changes he had witnessed in him. The atmosphere was charged with emotion as the two men faced each other. In that moment, Min demonstrated the strength of character he had developed. He offered his forgiveness, acknowledging that everyone is on their own journey and that mistakes can lead to growth. This act of compassion not only healed old wounds but also inspired others in the audience to reflect on their relationships and the importance of supporting one another, even through difficulties. As the movement gained momentum, Min decided to launch a comprehensive program aimed at fostering intergenerational relationships within the community. He believed that wisdom could be shared across age groups, and he wanted to create spaces where young people could learn from the experiences of elders. The initiative connected local schools with senior centers, allowing students to engage with older community members through storytelling, mentorship, and shared projects. This program not only empowered the youth but also provided a renewed sense of purpose for the elders. Min witnessed firsthand the transformative power of these connections. Stories of resilience and triumph flowed freely, creating an environment where knowledge and experience were treasured. The community began to thrive as generations united, weaving a richer tapestry of shared history and mutual support. As time passed, Min's vision expanded. He sought to address larger societal issues, such as environmental sustainability and social equity. Collaborating with environmentalists, he initiated projects focused on urban gardening and clean energy, encouraging local residents to take an active role in preserving their environment. He firmly believed that a healthy community extends beyond people, it includes the land they inhabit. Through workshops and community projects, Min and his friends educated residents on sustainable practices, showing them how small actions could lead to significant change. They organized cleanup days, tree planting events, and community gardens, bringing people together to work towards a common goal. The sense of accomplishment and pride in these collective efforts further strengthened the bonds between community members. As Min reflected on his journey, he realized that the battle between money and friendship had transformed into a quest for purpose and connection. The lessons learned in his darkest moments became the foundation for a brighter future, not just for himself but for the entire community. He found joy in the everyday moments, the laughter shared with friends, the smiles of children learning, and the collective progress made towards a better world. One evening, as the sun set over the city, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Min gathered with his friends at their favorite park. They sat on a grassy hill, reminiscing about the trials they had faced and the victories they had achieved. The air was filled with a sense of fulfillment and gratitude. Min couldn't help but feel that they had come full circle. With a heart full of hope, he turned to his friends and said, "What we've built here is just the beginning. Together, we can inspire others to prioritize connection and community over wealth and status." Let's continue to create spaces where everyone feels valued and supported. Let's show the world that true wealth lies in the relationships we nurture and the lives we touch. As they raised their glasses to toast once more, Min knew that their journey was far from over. The battle between money and friendship had transformed into a powerful force for good, demonstrating that when we come together with love and purpose, we can create a brighter future for all. The laughter and joy that filled the air that evening marked not just a celebration of their achievements but also a commitment to continue fighting for a world where genuine connections prevail. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the park, Min and his friends felt a renewed sense of purpose. The moment was electric, filled with the possibilities that lay ahead. They began brainstorming ways to expand their reach and inspire other communities to follow suit, igniting a movement that celebrated compassion, connection, and shared growth. One idea that emerged was to create a documentary showcasing their journey, capturing the essence of their struggles, their victories, and the power of friendship. They envisioned a film that would not only tell their story but also highlight the incredible individuals within their community who had transformed their lives through support and collaboration. This documentary would serve as both a testament to their journey and a call to action for others facing similar challenges. With enthusiasm, they set out to gather stories from community members, interviewing those whose lives had been positively impacted by their initiatives. They discovered tales of resilience, creativity, and hope, stories that reinforced Min's belief that everyone has the potential to make a difference. As they filmed, they witnessed the community coming alive, united by a common goal and a shared narrative. As the documentary took shape, they decided to host a premiere event at the local theater. The excitement in the community was palpable. People were eager to see their stories on the big screen. Min's heart swelled with pride as he realized how far they had come together. The event became a celebration not just of their efforts but of the collective spirit that had emerged from their challenges. On the night of the premiere, the theater buzzed with energy. Friends, family, and community members filled the seats, eager to witness the culmination of their hard work. As the lights dimmed and the film began to roll, Min sat among his friends, feeling a mix of anticipation and vulnerability. The screen came alive with vibrant images, weaving together the threads of their shared journey. Laughter and tears echoed throughout the theater as viewers recognized familiar faces and experiences. The film beautifully captured the essence of what they had built, a community rooted in love, resilience, and unwavering support. As the credits rolled, the audience erupted into applause, a thunderous acknowledgement of the power of connection. After the screening, Min took the stage, overwhelmed with emotion. Tonight is not just about us, it's about all of you who believed in this vision. It's a reminder that together, we can overcome any obstacle. Each of you plays a crucial role in this story, and I am deeply grateful for the journey we've shared. As the audience cheered, Min felt a profound sense of fulfillment. This was more than just a celebration of their past, it was a launching pad for the future. Inspired by the overwhelming response, he and his friends began to discuss the next steps. They envisioned a series of workshops across the region, sharing their model of community building and fostering connections in neighborhoods that needed it most. The following months were filled with planning and collaboration. Min and his friends traveled to neighboring towns, sharing their experiences and insights. They hosted community meetings, inviting residents to participate in shaping their own futures. With each workshop, they witnessed the magic of connection as individuals came together, shared their stories, and collaborated on solutions tailored to their unique challenges. One particular workshop in a struggling community stood out. The atmosphere was charged with excitement as people from diverse backgrounds gathered, each bringing their own perspective and expertise. As discussions flowed, ideas began to take shape. Plans for community gardens, youth programs, and local art projects emerged organically from the group's collective creativity. By the end of the workshop, a palpable sense of empowerment filled the room. Min felt a wave of gratitude wash over him. He realized that what they had created was not just a network of friends, but a movement that encouraged people to reclaim their narratives and take ownership of their communities. The impact was profound, rippling outwards as people began to see the possibilities within themselves and their neighbors. As they continued to expand their reach, Min and his friends recognized the importance of sustainability in their efforts. They began to partner with local businesses, creating a network of support that not only benefited the community but also reinforced the idea that economic success could coexist with social responsibility. They organized campaigns encouraging residents to shop local, fostering a sense of pride and ownership in their community. With each passing day, Min felt more connected to the mission they had embarked upon. He reveled in the small victories, seeing children excitedly tending to their community gardens, hearing stories of people collaborating on local art projects, and witnessing friendships blossoming in unexpected places. The community had transformed into a living testament to the power of connection and resilience. Amidst this progress, Min often reflected on the trials that had brought him to this point. He understood that the journey of healing and growth was ongoing. He continued to embrace vulnerability, sharing his own struggles openly. This authenticity resonated with others, encouraging them to confront their own challenges and lean on each other for support. As the seasons changed, the community festival became an annual tradition, growing in size and significance. What started as a modest gathering blossomed into a celebration of local culture, creativity, and collaboration. Vendors showcased their crafts, local artists performed, and families came together to enjoy the festivities. Min watched with joy as children danced, friends reunited, and laughter filled the air. At one festival, as Min stood at the center of it all, he marveled at the vibrant tapestry of lives interwoven within the community. The lessons of the past had forged a future filled with hope, connection, and unwavering support. He felt a deep sense of gratitude for the friendships that had stood the test of time and for the countless lives that had been touched by their collective efforts. In that moment, surrounded by friends and community members, Min understood that the battle between money and friendship had transformed into a powerful legacy, one that would inspire future generations to prioritize connection, compassion, and collective growth. The true essence of wealth, he realized, lay in the relationships nurtured and the lives uplifted along the way. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the festival, Min took a moment to reflect on the journey ahead. He knew there would always be challenges to face, but with his friends and community by his side, he felt ready to embrace whatever came next. Together, they had not only rebuilt their lives, they had created a movement that celebrated the enduring power of friendship, proving that when hearts unite, incredible things can happen. As the festival drew to a close, Min felt a wave of satisfaction wash over him. He watched as families packed up their picnic blankets, laughter still echoing in the cool evening air. The festival had not only highlighted the community's talents but had also reinforced the bonds that had been forged through shared experiences. Each year, the festival served as a reminder of the journey they had taken together and the transformative power of unity. Inspired by the success of the festival, Min and his friends began to brainstorm ideas for ongoing community engagement. They recognized that while the festival was a wonderful celebration, the real work lay in sustaining the connections they had fostered. They decided to establish a community council, comprised of diverse voices from different backgrounds, to ensure that everyone had a seat at the table and a say in the initiatives moving forward. The council's first task was to identify the community's most pressing needs. Min was struck by how many residents were eager to contribute their ideas and skills. They held open forums where people could voice their concerns and propose solutions, creating an atmosphere of collaboration and shared ownership. It was during these sessions that Min truly appreciated the depth of wisdom within the community. Individuals who had lived through various challenges brought unique insights that could guide their collective efforts. From these discussions emerged a series of initiatives focused on mental health awareness, youth empowerment, and environmental sustainability. Min and his friends realized that to build a thriving community, they needed to address not only economic concerns but also the well-being of individuals. They partnered with local mental health professionals to provide workshops and resources, emphasizing the importance of emotional health alongside physical health. As these programs rolled out, Min witnessed a profound shift. People began to open up about their struggles, sharing stories of loss, anxiety, and resilience. The vulnerability displayed during these sessions brought the community even closer together. Min often found himself moved by the courage of individuals willing to share their journeys, knowing that by doing so, they were not only healing themselves but also encouraging others to seek support. Meanwhile, the youth programs gained momentum. Min, alongside his friends, organized mentorship opportunities that paired young people with experienced professionals in various fields. This initiative aimed to empower the next generation, helping them envision futures filled with possibility. The enthusiasm of the youth was infectious. They brought fresh ideas and energy to the council, reminding everyone of the importance of innovation and creativity. One day, as Min walked through the community center, he stumbled upon a group of teenagers brainstorming ideas for a community project. They were animated, bouncing ideas off one another, and Min felt a surge of hope. The future was in good hands. He joined the discussion, asking them what they envisioned for their project. The teens proposed a mural that would tell the story of their community, a visual representation of their journey, struggles, and triumphs. Excited by the idea, Min helped them connect with local artists who could guide the project. Over the next few weeks, the teens worked tirelessly, sketching, painting, and bringing their vision to life. The mural became a collaborative effort, with residents of all ages contributing to the design. As the mural took shape, it transformed not only the physical space but also the relationships between the participants. When the mural was unveiled, it was a moment of pure celebration. The vibrant colors and powerful imagery depicted the essence of the community, a tapestry woven from diverse stories and experiences. The unveiling ceremony drew a crowd, with people coming together to admire the artwork and celebrate their collective achievement. As Min looked around at the smiles and the pride radiating from the community members, he felt a profound sense of accomplishment. This mural became a symbol of resilience and unity, a reminder that their collective efforts could create something beautiful. It also served as a beacon for newcomers, inviting them to become part of the ongoing story of the community. Min realized that each initiative, each gathering, and each story shared was another thread woven into the rich fabric of their collective identity. As months turned into years, Min continued to nurture the friendships and connections that had sustained him through his trials. He held regular gatherings at his home, creating a space for open dialogue and shared experiences. These evenings became a sanctuary for his friends and community members, where they could relax, share laughter, and reflect on their journeys. One evening, as they sat around the fire pit, Min took a moment to express his gratitude. "This journey has shown me the true meaning of wealth," he said, looking at each of his friends. "It's not about the riches we once chased but about the love and support we give and receive. Together, we've built something incredible, and I'm grateful for each of you." His words resonated deeply, and the group shared stories of their growth, how they had overcome obstacles and the ways they had come to rely on one another. The vulnerability in the circle created an atmosphere of trust, reinforcing the bonds that had formed through shared struggles and triumphs. As they continued to gather, the idea of creating a legacy began to take shape. They discussed ways to ensure that the values they cherished, friendship, resilience, and community, would be passed down to future generations. They envisioned a mentorship program that would connect seasoned community members with young leaders, fostering an environment where knowledge, stories, and values could be shared. Motivated by this vision, Min and his friends reached out to local schools, inviting students to participate in the program. They organized workshops where seasoned community members could share their experiences, skills, and life lessons. The program blossomed, creating a bridge between generations and allowing both youth and elders to learn from one another. As the mentorship program took root, Min watched with pride as the younger generation began to flourish. They organized community cleanup days, art projects, and cultural events, breathing new life into the community's spirit. It was a beautiful reminder that the future was bright, and that their legacy was being carried forward by passionate individuals eager to make a difference. One afternoon, during a community gathering, Min took a step back and reflected on the journey they had embarked upon together. The once fractured community had transformed into a thriving, interconnected network of support. The mural, the festivals, and the initiatives were all tangible reminders of what they had built through love and friendship. As he looked at the vibrant faces surrounding him, Min felt a wave of gratitude. The battle between money and friendship had evolved into something far more powerful, a movement centered on compassion, understanding, and shared growth. He understood that while challenges would always arise, the strength of their community lay in their willingness to face them together. In the heart of the city, Amidst the laughter and camaraderie, Min knew they had created a legacy that would endure, a testament to the power of friendship and the incredible things that could be achieved when people came together with love and purpose. The journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever lay ahead, united in their belief that true wealth is found in the connections we nurture and the lives we uplift. As the months went by, Min and his friends continued to nurture the community spirit, watching it grow in ways they had never imagined. The mentorship program became a cornerstone of their efforts, drawing in participants from all walks of life. Each workshop fostered a sense of belonging, where young people learned from seasoned mentors about leadership, resilience, and the importance of community involvement. Min often found himself in awe of the ideas that emerged from these sessions. One day, a group of enthusiastic teens suggested organizing a community impact day, where residents could come together to tackle local issues, cleaning parks, planting trees, and helping neighbors in need. The idea resonated deeply, and soon it became a collective mission that united the community. The day of the event arrived, and the energy was electric. Families gathered with tools in hand, ready to make a difference. Min felt a surge of pride as he looked around at the diverse group of people, children, parents, grandparents, and friends, all working side by side for a common cause. They divided into teams, each focusing on a specific area of need. One group tended to the community garden, another cleaned up the local park, while others painted over graffiti and repaired benches. As Min joined a group of children planting flowers, he marveled at how far they had come. The once fractured community now stood united, filled with laughter and teamwork. The air was alive with the sound of voices, and the vibrant colors of flowers and fresh paint began to transform their surroundings. The spirit of collaboration was infectious, and Min felt a deep sense of fulfillment wash over him. By the end of the day, the community had not only made visible improvements to their environment but also strengthened the bonds among residents. People shared stories over lunch, celebrating their accomplishments and discussing future initiatives. Min took a moment to address the crowd, feeling overwhelmed by emotion. Today, we've shown what we can achieve when we come together. This is just the beginning. Let's continue to uplift each other and create a community where everyone feels valued and heard. The crowd erupted in applause, a testament to the shared commitment to building a brighter future. That day marked a turning point. It ignited a fire within the community, inspiring them to continue their efforts beyond just one day of service. As the weeks turned into months, the momentum did not fade. Residents began organizing regular cleanup events and neighborhood meetings to discuss ongoing projects. Min and his friends took on the role of facilitators, guiding discussions and providing resources to help implement the community's ideas. The council met regularly, ensuring that everyone had a voice in shaping their collective future. Amidst these developments, Min also focused on fostering inclusivity within their initiatives. He recognized that their community was diverse, with various cultures and backgrounds contributing to its richness. To celebrate this diversity, they organized cultural exchange events where residents could share their traditions, food, and stories. These gatherings became a beautiful tapestry of shared experiences, breaking down barriers and fostering understanding among neighbors. One evening, during a cultural night, a local chef prepared dishes from different cultures, inviting residents to taste and share their culinary traditions. Laughter and conversation flowed freely as people bonded over food, creating connections that transcended differences. Min saw how these events not only enriched their community but also provided a platform for everyone to feel seen and valued. As the seasons changed, the community garden flourished. What had started as a small initiative grew into a vital part of their neighborhood, providing fresh produce to families and serving as a gathering space for education and collaboration. Min, along with volunteers, began hosting workshops on sustainable gardening practices, empowering residents to grow their own food and cultivate their knowledge. The success of the community garden inspired others to explore additional projects, such as establishing a local farmers market. This market would not only provide fresh, local produce but also create opportunities for local entrepreneurs and artisans to showcase their work. The idea was met with excitement, and Min's heart swelled with pride at the thought of what they could achieve together. Planning the farmers market became a community effort. Residents gathered to brainstorm logistics, design flyers, and promote the event. They established partnerships with local farmers and artists, creating a vibrant marketplace that reflected the spirit of collaboration they had cultivated. On the day of the market's grand opening, the streets buzzed with energy. Stalls lined the sidewalks, filled with fresh fruits, vegetables, handmade crafts, and local delicacies. Families strolled through the market, engaging with vendors and enjoying live music performed by local artists. Min felt a profound sense of joy as he watched the community come alive, showcasing the fruits of their collective labor. Throughout the day, he interacted with residents, hearing their stories and witnessing the impact the market had on their lives. It was more than just a place to buy food, it had become a gathering spot for connection and celebration. People shared laughter, stories, and ideas, reinforcing the sense of belonging that had developed over the years. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the market, Min took a moment to reflect on the journey they had taken. He understood that the true magic of their community lay in the relationships they had built, friendships that had weathered storms and celebrations that had brought joy. It was a testament to the power of connection, illustrating that together, they could create something extraordinary. As the market continued to thrive, Min and his friends remained committed to nurturing their community's spirit. They held regular gatherings to share updates, celebrate milestones, and encourage new ideas. It became a space for open dialogue, where residents could voice concerns and propose solutions, ensuring that everyone felt included in the ongoing narrative. One evening, during a particularly lively gathering, Min shared an idea that had been brewing in his mind. What if we create a community legacy fund? This fund could provide support for new projects and initiatives that align with our values and mission. It would be a way to invest in our community's future and ensure that the work we've started continues to grow. The idea sparked excitement, and the group rallied around it. They brainstormed ways to raise funds, from hosting events to seeking partnerships with local businesses. The vision of the fund ignited a sense of responsibility within the community, a recognition that they had the power to shape their future and invest in the generations to come. As they began to lay the groundwork for the Community Legacy Fund, Min felt a surge of hope. It was more than just financial support, it was a commitment to nurturing the dreams and aspirations of their community. It represented the belief that by working together, they could create lasting change that would benefit everyone. With each passing day, Min watched as the community continued to flourish, a testament to the resilience and love that had brought them together. The friendships formed through their shared journey served as a reminder that no challenge was insurmountable when they stood united. The story of Min and his community became an inspiration beyond their borders. As word spread about their initiatives, neighboring towns began to reach out for guidance. Min and his friends were eager to share their experiences, knowing that the lessons they had learned could help others create their own movements of change. Through workshops and shared resources, they empowered neighboring communities to prioritize connection and collaboration. Min realized that the battle between money and friendship had blossomed into a larger movement, a wave of compassion and support that was spreading far and wide. As they continued to nurture their own community, Min and his friends remained committed to the vision of a brighter future. They understood that while challenges would arise, they had the strength to overcome them, drawing from the deep well of connection and friendship that had formed over the years. In the heart of their vibrant community, Min felt a sense of fulfillment. He had discovered that the true essence of life lay not in wealth or status, but in the relationships nurtured, the lives uplifted, and the collective spirit that could transform a neighborhood into a home. And with every passing day, they continued to write their story, one filled with hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief that together, they could create a legacy of love and connection that would endure for generations to come. As the Community Legacy Fund began to take shape, the excitement within the community reached new heights. Min and his friends organized a launch event to unveil the fund, inviting residents, local businesses, and neighboring communities to come together in celebration. They wanted this gathering to reflect the spirit of collaboration that had become their hallmark. The day of the launch was filled with anticipation. The local community center was adorned with colorful banners celebrating the fund's mission, and tables were set up to showcase various community initiatives. As people began to arrive, Min felt a sense of pride wash over him. This event wasn't just about the fund, it was about the collective journey they had embarked upon and the impact they could continue to make together. Min opened the event by sharing the story of their community's transformation. He spoke about the challenges they had faced and the friendships that had blossomed in the process. "Today, we stand united," he declared. "The Community Legacy Fund is a testament to our commitment to nurturing the dreams of our neighbors and ensuring that our collective spirit thrives." The crowd erupted in applause, the energy in the room palpable. As the event continued, residents took turns sharing their visions for future projects. Ideas flowed freely: community art installations, youth leadership programs, and environmental initiatives were all on the table. Each proposal was met with enthusiasm, showcasing the depth of creativity and passion within the community. One particularly inspiring moment came when a young girl named Maya took the stage. With a slight tremble in her voice, she shared her dream of starting a literacy program for children in the neighborhood. "I want everyone to have the chance to read and learn," she said, her eyes sparkling with determination. The audience listened intently, and when she finished, the room erupted in cheers and applause. Maya's proposal sparked a wave of support. Community members rallied around her idea, offering to help with planning and resources. Min watched with awe as connections formed in real time, proving that the Legacy Fund was not just about financial support, it was about fostering a culture of collaboration and empowerment. As the event wrapped up, Min felt a renewed sense of purpose. The enthusiasm in the room reinforced his belief that they could continue to create meaningful change together. He and his friends began to discuss how they could implement a system for funding projects proposed by community members, ensuring that everyone had a voice in determining the future of their neighborhood. Over the next few months, they developed guidelines for applying to the Community Legacy Fund. Min envisioned a streamlined process that allowed residents to submit their ideas, with a committee composed of community members reviewing the proposals. This way, the fund would reflect the needs and aspirations of the community itself, fostering a sense of ownership and investment in each project. The first round of funding applications was met with overwhelming enthusiasm. Residents submitted a diverse array of ideas, each one reflecting the unique passions and talents of their neighbors. Min and the committee faced the delightful challenge of selecting projects to fund, knowing that each decision would impact lives in profound ways. As they sifted through the proposals, it became clear that the community was not only dreaming big but also thinking about sustainability and long-term impact. One project that stood out was a proposal for a community co-op that would provide fresh produce and healthy meals to families in need. The vision was not just to create a grocery store but to foster a sense of community ownership and empowerment. The committee approved the co-op proposal, and Min felt a thrill of excitement as he watched the community rally around this initiative. Residents came together to brainstorm, plan, and fundraise, showcasing their talents and dedication. Local farmers offered to supply fresh produce, and volunteers began working on logistics and community outreach. In the months that followed, the co-op began to take shape. The energy in the community was palpable as everyone pitched in. Some painted walls, others organized fundraising events, and many spread the word about the co-op's mission. The collaboration was a beautiful sight, reinforcing the bonds that had been nurtured over the years. When the day of the co-op's grand opening arrived, the atmosphere was electric. The community center was transformed into a vibrant marketplace filled with fresh produce, homemade goods, and smiling faces. Residents gathered to celebrate their collective achievement, and Min felt overwhelmed with gratitude as he witnessed the culmination of their hard work and collaboration. As he cut the ribbon alongside Maya, now a confident young leader, he reflected on how far they had come. The co-op was not just a place to buy food, it represented the heart of their community, a space where relationships were forged, dreams were nurtured, and everyone was welcome. The success of the co-op inspired even more initiatives. Community members began exploring new ideas, from workshops on nutrition and cooking to programs aimed at teaching financial literacy. Min saw firsthand how the Legacy Fund had sparked a ripple effect, encouraging individuals to take ownership of their lives and their community. As the year came to a close, Min and his friends organized a community celebration to reflect on their accomplishments. It was a night filled with laughter, storytelling, and a shared sense of pride. residents gathered around a bonfire, sharing their journeys and the ways they had grown through their involvement in the community. Min took the opportunity to express his heartfelt gratitude. "We've built something incredible together," he said, looking around at the faces illuminated by the firelight. "This community is a testament to the power of friendship, resilience, and love. Let's continue to support one another, dream big, and create a future that reflects our shared values." The crowd erupted in applause, a chorus of voices echoing the sentiment of unity. As the night wore on, stories were shared, laughter rang out, and the bonds among residents grew even stronger. In the following months, Min and his friends remained dedicated to fostering collaboration and innovation within their community. They continued to expand the Legacy Fund, supporting new projects and encouraging residents to explore their passions. As spring approached, they launched a Spring Forward initiative, encouraging residents to take on new challenges and develop skills. Workshops on gardening, art, and entrepreneurship attracted participants of all ages, fostering a spirit of curiosity and creativity. Min felt a renewed sense of excitement as he watched people explore their interests and discover new talents. The community garden flourished under the care of dedicated volunteers, and the co-op became a central hub for connection. People gathered not just to shop but to engage in conversations, share meals, and support one another. The space transformed into a gathering point where relationships were nurtured, and new friendships formed. One day, while walking through the co-op, Min encountered an older woman named Mrs. Tran. She was a longtime resident of the neighborhood and had witnessed the community's transformation firsthand. As they chatted, she shared her appreciation for the changes that had taken place. "You know, Min," she said, her eyes sparkling, "I've lived here for over 50 years, and I've never seen our community come together like this. You've inspired us all to believe in the power of connection." Her words struck a chord with Min. He realized that their journey was not just about creating initiatives, it was about restoring hope and faith in the community. They had built a foundation that encouraged people to dream again, to reach out, and to support one another. As the year unfolded, Min and his friends continued to embrace new ideas and challenges. They established partnerships with local organizations to provide resources and support for families in need. They organized health fairs, educational workshops, and cultural events, ensuring that everyone had access to the tools necessary for personal growth and empowerment. Through it all, Min remained grounded in the values that had guided them from the beginning: friendship, resilience, and a commitment to uplifting one another. He understood that the true essence of their community lay in the connections they had built and the love that flowed through every initiative. One evening, as he reflected on the journey thus far, Min sat on a bench in the community garden. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the vibrant flowers and thriving plants. He watched children playing nearby, their laughter filling the air, and he felt a deep sense of gratitude for the life they had cultivated together. With a heart full of hope, Min envisioned the future. He knew that challenges would continue to arise, but he felt reassured by the strength of their community. They had proven that when people come together with love, compassion, and a shared purpose, incredible things can happen. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Min made a silent promise to himself and his community. They would continue to nurture this spirit of connection, fostering an environment where dreams could flourish and friendships could thrive. Together, they would write the next chapter of their story, a story filled with resilience, love, and the unwavering belief that united, they could create a brighter future for generations to come. As the seasons shifted and the community continued to thrive, Min found himself increasingly inspired by the collective energy and creativity of the residents. The success of the Community Legacy Fund had ignited a spark, leading to a cascade of new ideas and initiatives that reflected the diverse passions of those around him. One day, during a routine meeting with the community council, an idea emerged that resonated deeply with everyone: a community art project that would capture the spirit of their journey. The vision was to create a large mural that depicted the stories of the residents, an artistic representation of their struggles, triumphs, and the vibrant tapestry of cultures that enriched their neighborhood. The council quickly mobilized, reaching out to local artists and inviting residents of all ages to contribute their stories and ideas. Min organized workshops where people could share their experiences and collaborate on the mural's design. As residents began to share their narratives, it became clear that the mural would be more than just a piece of art, it would be a powerful testament to their resilience and unity. Over the next few weeks, the community came together in a flurry of creativity. The workshops buzzed with laughter and excitement as families painted, sketched, and crafted together. Children illustrated their dreams, while adults shared their life lessons through art. The energy was infectious, and Min felt a sense of joy watching neighbors connect through their shared creativity. One afternoon, as they painted, an elderly man named Mr. Hong shared a poignant story about his journey as an immigrant. "When I first arrived, I felt lost," he recounted, his voice filled with emotion. "But this community welcomed me with open arms. It's where I found my family, my home." His words resonated deeply with everyone, and his contributions to the mural reflected the strength of the bonds they had forged. As the mural began to take shape on a prominent wall in the community center, the stories intertwined, creating a beautiful mosaic that told the tale of their journey together. The vibrant colors and imagery captured the essence of their experiences, serving as a reminder of their resilience in the face of adversity. When the day of the mural unveiling arrived, the atmosphere was electric. Residents gathered, excited to celebrate their collective achievement. Min stood in front of the crowd, feeling a sense of pride as he looked at the faces of his neighbors, each one illuminated by anticipation. "Today, we unveil more than just a mural, we unveil our shared story," he declared, his voice ringing with emotion. "This artwork is a reflection of who we are and the journey we've taken together. It symbolizes our commitment to support one another and to build a brighter future." As the curtain was drawn back, a collective gasp filled the air. The mural was breathtaking, a vibrant tapestry that encapsulated their community's journey. Images of laughter, struggles, and shared dreams danced across the wall, each brushstroke a testament to the power of connection. Tears of joy filled many eyes as residents stepped forward to touch the mural, feeling a deep connection to the stories it represented. Min felt a wave of gratitude wash over him, knowing that this artwork would serve as a lasting reminder of their resilience and unity. In the weeks following the unveiling, the mural became a central gathering point for the community. People often stopped by to admire it, share stories, and reflect on their journey. The mural fostered an even greater sense of belonging, inviting conversations and connections among residents. With the success of the mural, Min and the council began to explore additional initiatives that would further enhance their community's spirit. They organized a series of cultural events that celebrated the diverse backgrounds of residents. These gatherings included food festivals, storytelling nights, and performances that highlighted the rich tapestry of cultures within the neighborhood. During one such event, Min felt a sense of fulfillment as he watched families come together to share traditional dishes and stories. Each table was adorned with colorful spreads of food, and the air was filled with laughter and music. It was a beautiful reminder that their community was not just a place, it was a living, breathing entity shaped by the love and experiences of its residents. As these events continued, Min noticed a shift in the dynamics of the community. More people were engaging with one another, stepping out of their comfort zones to connect and collaborate. Friendships blossomed across generations, and the spirit of inclusivity deepened. Inspired by this newfound sense of connection, Min proposed a project that would further bridge the gap between generations, a Storytelling Across Generations initiative. The idea was to create a platform for elders to share their wisdom and experiences with younger residents, fostering understanding and respect for their diverse backgrounds. The initiative quickly gained traction, and workshops were organized where elders could recount their life stories while young people listened attentively, asking questions and engaging in dialogue. Min watched as the connections formed. The room was filled with laughter, tears, and a sense of shared humanity. One evening, during a particularly moving session, a young boy named Alex asked an elder, "What's the most important lesson you've learned in life?" The elder paused, a smile spreading across his face. "Never underestimate the power of kindness," he replied. "It can change the world, one person at a time." The simplicity and depth of his words struck a chord with everyone present. It was a powerful reminder that the values they cherished were timeless and that by sharing their stories, they were enriching the lives of others. As the initiative continued, Min felt a deep sense of purpose. He understood that the legacy they were building was not just about projects or murals, it was about nurturing relationships and creating a culture of empathy and support. As summer approached, the community organized a Celebration of Cultures festival, inviting residents to showcase their traditions through art, music, and dance. The festival became a vibrant celebration of diversity, with booths representing various cultures and performances that captivated the audience. Min felt overwhelmed with joy as he watched the festival unfold. Children danced, families shared stories, and laughter filled the air. The community had come together to create something extraordinary, a beautiful reflection of their shared commitment to unity and love. As the sun set over the festival, casting a warm glow over the festivities, Min took a moment to appreciate the journey they had taken together. He had witnessed firsthand the transformative power of friendship, resilience, and collaboration. The community was thriving, not just because of the projects they had undertaken but because of the relationships they had nurtured. With the success of the festival and the ongoing initiatives, Min began to dream even bigger. He envisioned a community center that would serve as a hub for learning, creativity, and connection. This space would offer workshops, classes, and resources for residents to explore their passions and develop new skills. He shared this vision with the council, and the enthusiasm was palpable. They began brainstorming ideas, discussing potential locations, and reaching out to local businesses for support. The community rallied around the concept, eager to contribute their time and resources to make this dream a reality. As they laid the groundwork for the community center, Min felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. He understood that the strength of their community lay not in the physical structures they built, but in the relationships they cultivated and the love they shared. Together, they were creating a legacy that would endure for generations, rooted in the belief that through connection and compassion, they could overcome any challenge. With each step they took toward the creation of the community center, Min felt a renewed sense of purpose. The journey was far from over, but he was confident that they had the strength, resilience, and love necessary to continue shaping their future together. As the stars twinkled above, Min made a silent promise to himself and his community. They would keep dreaming, keep connecting, and keep building a brighter future, a future that honored their past and embraced the possibilities ahead. As the vision for the community center took shape, the excitement among residents grew palpable. Min and the council organized a series of town hall meetings to gather input and ideas from the community. They wanted everyone to feel included in this project, reinforcing the values of collaboration and shared ownership that had become their hallmark. During these meetings, Min was amazed by the wealth of creativity and enthusiasm that emerged. Residents proposed ideas for various spaces within the center: a library filled with books from around the world, a multipurpose room for art and dance classes, a kitchen for culinary workshops, and even a garden area where children could learn about sustainable practices. Each suggestion reflected the diverse interests and talents of the community, and Min felt a sense of pride in the collective vision they were crafting. One evening, as the council gathered to discuss logistics, a local architect named Sarah approached them. She had heard about their plans and wanted to volunteer her services to design the community center. Min was thrilled. Sarah had a reputation for creating spaces that fostered connection and creativity. Her passion and expertise would be invaluable in bringing their vision to life. Over the next few months, Sarah worked closely with Min and the council, incorporating community feedback into the design. They held design charrettes where residents could share their thoughts on layout, aesthetics, and functionality. The process was invigorating, with neighbors coming together to sketch ideas and discuss their hopes for the center. Finally, after weeks of collaboration, the designs were unveiled at a community event. The proposed center featured an open layout that encouraged interaction, with flexible spaces that could adapt to various activities. A central atrium filled with natural light would serve as a gathering spot, adorned with murals created by local artists. The excitement in the room was electric as residents applauded the vision that had emerged from their collective efforts. With the designs finalized, the next challenge was securing funding for construction. Min and the council organized fundraising events, reaching out to local businesses and applying for grants. The community came together once again, showcasing their creativity through bake sales, art auctions, and sponsored runs. Each event was filled with laughter and camaraderie, reinforcing the bonds they had built. One day, during a particularly successful fundraiser, a local business owner approached Min. "I believe in what you're doing here," he said. "I'd like to contribute a significant donation to help get this project off the ground." Min felt a rush of gratitude as he realized how far they had come. The community's efforts were being recognized and supported. With each passing month, the vision of the community center began to materialize. Groundbreaking ceremonies were held, attended by enthusiastic residents armed with shovels and smiles. As the construction progressed, neighbors would stop by to witness the transformation, their excitement growing as they envisioned the future of the space. The construction site became a gathering point, with families bringing food and drinks to share during workdays. Min organized volunteer days where residents could pitch in, whether it was painting walls, planting gardens, or setting up furniture. The sense of ownership was palpable, with each contribution symbolizing their commitment to creating a vibrant hub for the community. As the center neared completion, Min started planning a grand opening celebration that would showcase the spirit of their community. The event would feature performances by local artists, food from diverse cultures, and activities for children. He wanted it to be a day of joy, a reflection of all the hard work and dedication that had gone into building the center. On the day of the grand opening, the atmosphere was electric. Residents gathered outside the newly constructed center, which stood as a testament to their collective efforts. Colorful banners flapped in the breeze, and the air was filled with the scent of delicious food from various booths. Min took a moment to soak in the scene. Families mingled, laughter echoed, and children darted around, their faces painted with vibrant colors. As he walked through the crowd, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. This was not just a building, it was a space that would nurture friendships, creativity, and growth for years to come. As the opening ceremony commenced, Min stood at the podium, looking out at the sea of smiling faces. "Today, we celebrate more than just a building, we celebrate our journey together," he began, his voice filled with emotion. "This community center is a reflection of our resilience, our creativity, and our commitment to one another. It is a space where dreams can take root, where friendships can blossom, and where we can continue to uplift each other." The crowd erupted in applause, and Min felt tears of joy welling in his eyes. He thanked everyone for their dedication and hard work, recognizing the countless hours spent planning, building, and dreaming together. "Let this center be a beacon of hope and a reminder that when we come together, we can achieve anything." After the speeches, the festivities kicked off with performances from local musicians and dancers, showcasing the diverse talents within the community. Families gathered to enjoy delicious food, and children participated in arts and crafts, their laughter ringing out in delight. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the celebration, Min stood back and watched the joy unfolding around him. He saw neighbors embracing one another, children making new friends, and elders sharing stories with the younger generation. It was a beautiful tapestry of connection, woven together through shared experiences and dreams. In the weeks that followed the grand opening, the community center quickly became a hub of activity. Workshops, classes, and events filled the calendar, each one reflecting the diverse interests of the residents. From cooking classes that celebrated traditional dishes to art workshops that allowed creative expression, the center buzzed with life. Min felt a renewed sense of purpose as he witnessed the community coming together to utilize the space. He knew that the center was not just a physical structure, it was a living embodiment of their collective journey and the relationships they had nurtured. One day, during a storytelling session for children, Min sat in the corner, listening to an elder share tales of their youth. The room was filled with wide-eyed children, captivated by the stories of adventures and life lessons. He felt a profound sense of gratitude wash over him, realizing that the community center was fulfilling its mission, connecting generations and fostering a sense of belonging. As the year progressed, Min continued to encourage residents to dream big and propose new initiatives. He wanted the community center to evolve and adapt to their needs, serving as a catalyst for creativity and collaboration. One afternoon, a group of teenagers approached him with an idea for a youth leadership program. They wanted to empower young people to develop their skills, engage in community service, and learn about advocacy. Min was thrilled. This initiative would not only inspire youth but also cultivate the next generation of leaders. With the support of the council, the program was launched, and Min watched as teenagers took the reins, organizing workshops and volunteer opportunities. They became passionate advocates for their peers, addressing issues that mattered to them and fostering a culture of inclusivity. As the community continued to flourish, Min often reflected on the journey they had taken together. He remembered the challenges they had faced and the friendships that had blossomed along the way. The community center stood as a testament to their resilience and dedication, a place where dreams could take root and relationships could thrive. One evening, as he sat on a bench in the community garden adjacent to the center, Min felt a profound sense of peace. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the vibrant flowers. He watched families gather in the garden, children playing and laughter filling the air. In that moment, he understood that their story was still unfolding. The journey they had embarked upon was not merely about building a center or launching initiatives, it was about creating a legacy of love, connection, and support. With a heart full of hope, Min made a silent promise to himself and his community: they would continue to dream, grow, and support one another. Together, they would navigate the challenges ahead, nurturing the bonds that had transformed their neighborhood into a thriving community. As the stars began to twinkle overhead, Min smiled, ready for whatever the future would bring. They had built something beautiful together, and he knew that their collective spirit would guide them on the path ahead, ensuring that their story continued to inspire generations to come. As the seasons changed and the community thrived, Min felt a deep sense of fulfillment in witnessing the transformation they had achieved together. The community center had become more than just a building, it was a living testament to the power of connection, resilience, and shared dreams. One sunny afternoon, as he walked through the center, Min paused to watch a group of children painting a mural in the art room. Their laughter echoed through the halls, and he felt a warmth spread through him. This was what they had envisioned, a space where creativity flourished and friendships blossomed. At the end of the month, Min and the council organized a celebration to mark the center's first anniversary. The event promised to be a grand affair, a culmination of a year filled with activities, growth, and unforgettable moments. Residents were invited to share their experiences, reflect on the journey, and look forward to the future. On the day of the celebration, the center buzzed with energy. Families filled the space, and the walls adorned with artwork showcased the creativity that had blossomed throughout the year. Min stood on the stage, looking out at the sea of familiar faces, neighbors, friends, and families who had come together to support one another. With a heart full of gratitude, he addressed the crowd. Today, we celebrate not just the achievements of the past year, but the spirit of our community. Each of you has played a vital role in shaping this center into a place of connection, creativity, and love. Together, we have built something truly special. As he spoke, Min felt a profound sense of unity in the room. The energy was palpable, and he could see the excitement reflected in the eyes of the children, the smiles of the elders, and the pride of families who had come together to support one another. After his speech, residents took turns sharing their stories. Some spoke of newfound friendships, while others recounted moments of personal growth and transformation. Each narrative woven together created a rich tapestry of experiences that highlighted the impact of their shared journey. As the celebration continued, there were performances, food stalls showcasing diverse cuisines, and activities for all ages. The atmosphere was filled with laughter, joy, and a deep sense of belonging. Min marveled at how far they had come, realizing that this moment was just the beginning. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the festivities, Min gathered with his friends and neighbors around a large bonfire. They shared stories, reminiscing about the challenges they had faced and the triumphs they had achieved together. In that moment, Min felt an overwhelming sense of hope for the future. They had built a community rooted in love and support, and he knew that as long as they continued to uplift one another, they could face any challenge that lay ahead. As the night drew to a close, Min looked up at the stars twinkling above, feeling a deep sense of peace. he made a silent vow to nurture the spirit of connection they had cultivated, ensuring that the community would continue to grow, dream, and thrive together. Together, they had created a legacy that would echo through generations, a story of friendship, resilience, and the unwavering belief that when people come together, they can change the world. And with that, Min smiled, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them on the horizon, knowing that the heart of their community would forever guide their path.